Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to another video. Or should I say, witam szanowni panie I panowie na moim kanale YouTube.
In this video you'll see the best places to eat in and visit in Krakow. From Auschwitz to Wawel Castle. From eating pierogi to eating in fancy restaurant chains.
By the end of the video you'll know exactly what to do in Krakow if you're coming for a weekend.
Do we look good? Do we look? Yeah, we look G, okay.
What is going on, guys? And welcome to another video. My name is Vanya and
I'm Nicole.
this is another adventure in a new city. In this video we went to Krakow in Poland and we'll take you through the most amazing places, and I hope you enjoy this video, guys.
Peace!
Krakow is one of the oldest cities in Poland, and it was the capital city of Poland up until 1596, when the ruler at that time, Sigismund III, moved the capital to Warsaw for a number of reasons. One of the reasons was that Warsaw was a good strategical place for warfare and for trade, but also because Sigismund was a mad scientist who liked doing experiments in Wawel Castle. And in one of such experiments, half of the castle exploded. So he had no choice but to move the capital.
Okay, enough with the briefing. Let's dive into adventures.
Hey guys, now we're in Auschwitz, finally.
Our first stop in Krakow is Auschwitz concentration camp. If you're mad about history and you want to know more about World War II, you must visit Auschwitz. There are two camps to visit. One is a small one where you'll see buildings almost intact since World War II, and it's called Auschwitz I. And the other camp is Auschwitz-Birkenau, which is 10 times bigger than the first one, but most of the buildings there were destroyed. Prisoners in Auschwitz lived in horrible conditions, and a lot of them were used in Joseph Mengel's sadistic experiments, such as sterilization of men and women, hunger disease, genetic tests, testing various toxic substances, hypothermia, and electric shocks. At least 1 million Jews and hundreds of thousands of other nationalities were killed there, and only 196 people managed to escape successfully. Those two places are truly horrific, and the energy in these places is filled with death and fear, but I certainly recommend everyone to visit it. Let's move on to our next destination, Wieliczka salt mines. If you're short on time in Krakow, I recommend visiting salt mines in Auschwitz in the same day, and that will take you around 10 hours in total, but then you'll be free to visit all the other places in the city. Wieliczka salt mine was discovered in 13th century and produced table salt up until 2007 as one of the world's oldest operating salt mines. In Middle Ages, salt was as valuable as gold, and the mine brought enormous prosperity and wealth to the region. The mine is about 300 kilometers of tunnels, so you cannot enter without a guide. Tours are given in 6 different languages, and each has its own set tour times throughout the day. The journey begins by descending down 380 steps, 64 meters, into the earth. Don't worry, at the end of the tour you'll take an elevator. The Wieliczka salt mine has a unique microclimate. The air is free of pollution and allergens, rich in micronutrients with constant temperature, around 17 to 18 degrees, so bring a jacket if it's summer, but if it's winter time, then you're going to feel like it's summer there. High in humidity and free from harmful radiation. And on top of all that, you'll see a chapel inside the mine.
A chapel? Could you believe that?
And you can even arrange a wedding in there. I think that's enough said to convince you to come visit the salt mines. Okay, let's dive into the Polish cuisine now.
So we're now eating some food in a nice little pub in Krakow, like in the middle of the city center. I got some pierogi for myself and some zapiekanka and kielbasa. Nice little Polish dish. And Nicole got herself some fried potatoes. Try the pierogi. It's okay. They're not bad. Huge baguette. It's called zapiekanka. There's mushroom, cheese, and some ketchup, and a baguette. There's some Polish kielbasa. Some sauce. It's very oily. And I got some Polish beer. Not so fitness-like, but had to be done because I'm in Poland. In overall, I can say that all the food is really like oily, greasy, and there's a lot of meat involved in all the dishes in Poland. But it's pretty nice. It's not bad. Yeah. So I'm gonna finish the dishes and we're gonna head over to our next destination.
Our next stop is the old town of Krakow.
A historic central district of Krakow that features Rynek Główny, or the main market square, the largest medieval town square of any European city.
What is going on, guys? So we're now in the central of Krakow.
There are a number of historic landmarks to mention that are located on the main square, such as St. Mary's Basilica, Kościół Mariacki, Renaissance Quad Hall Sukienice, with the National Gallery of Art upstairs. Interesting fact, when Pablo Picasso visited that art museum, he said, "There is nothing to see here." And the town hall tower, Wieża Ratuszowa. Unfortunately, the town hall itself was demolished in 1820. The whole district is bisected by the Royal Road, the coronation route traversed by the kings of Poland. The route begins at St. Florence Church, outside the northern flank of the old city walls, passes the Barbican of Krakow, built in 1499, and enters Stare Miasto through the Florian Gate. It leads down Florianska Street through the main square to Wawel Castle, the former seat of Polish royalty overlooking the Vistula River. You can also find a Wawel dragon statue at the foot of the Wawel Hill. Hint: visit it at night to see the dragon spit fire. If you want to see the Wawel Castle, it will cost you about €6. However, if you visit Krakow in November, then you have a chance to get a free ticket from Tuesday to Saturday from 9 AM to 2:45 PM or Sunday from 9:30 AM to 2:45 PM. Another thing to note, if you want to get a walking tour around the old town, and I totally recommend it because I was on one of these tours, you can get one for free instead of paying like 50 zloty. Visit freewalkingtour.com for more details.
Doesn't rhyme. All good predictions rhyme.
Another side of Krakow is the Kazimierz, also known as the Jews' Quarters. Every local knows that this place is much better to go out for a drink, dine or party with friends because it's cheaper, whereas the old town would be really expensive.
Duh.
This part of town is not as fancy as the old town, but it also has a lot of history to tell to its visitors. During the World War II, it was the ghetto where Jews stayed before they were being either transported in Auschwitz or got killed. This place is as terrifying as Auschwitz because none of the Jews that were in the ghetto survived the war. This district got really popular after Steven Spielberg filmed a movie there, Schindlers List. You can get a free walking tour for this district too, on the same website if you're interested to know more about the history of the district and the horrors that happened during the World War II. Polish people like to have a drink, and in Kazimierz you can find vodka bars, shot bars, but also you can find secret bars such as z ust do ust, which means from mouth to mouth. To get into that bar, you need to go in the pool club called Peak, and on the second floor you'll find an out-of-service toilet, which you have to flush to get in. Inside the bar, the cocktails are not what you usually get. That's all I'm going to say to avoid spoiling all the fun, but I definitely recommend visiting it. Let's see what other food are there to eat in Krakow.
That's the restaurant I'm gonna eat. It's called Orzo, and it looks... Fuck's sake.
Fuck.
It looks nice from the outside, so me and Nicole's gonna eat there. Alright guys, so I ordered myself a burger with some sweet potato fries, and chips were already included in my meal. Got some cappuccino as well, and yeah, just gonna try that. What I like about this burger is it's not too saucy. The bone is really soft. The actual beef patty is well made. I enjoy it. In overall, I give this meal 7 out of 10. Potatoes are well made, but beef patty could be a bit juicier, just a tiny bit dry, but cappuccino is very nice. It's not too foamy and not too watery either. Very nice thick consistency. Tak, děkuji. When the waiter comes up to you asking how the meal was, while you're eating. Love it.
Our final destination is the Schindlers Factory. It is not vital to visit Jews' quarters or watching the Schindler's List prior to visiting Schindlers Factory, but you'll have a better understanding of everything if you do. It is one of the most interesting and important exhibitions to visit when in Krakow. It showcases both individual and collective dimensions of the monstrosities the war has brought upon Polish people. The museum is built in a unique way. Each room is meticulously arranged to resemble every specific place: a street, a hairdresser salon, a labor camp, a railway station, and many, many more. There is 45 of them in total. Did you know that Hugo Boss was the producer of the Nazi uniform? After World War II and the founder's death in 1948, Hugo Boss started to turn its focus from uniforms to men's suits.
Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. Please smash your likes, comment if you like that video, subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button. And I'll see you in my next stop. It's gonna be Warsaw.